so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Fields going to keep it once more. Nifty move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. On the carry, it's Montgomery. They find some open field here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. Here's Fields. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Santos with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to... Wind up incomplete. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not. So that challenge, a successful one. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A big play there on the catch and run, 38 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Mills now. Is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Moore from 6 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ballgame. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've reached halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mills. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Second down and goal. Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The drive's up. That time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. And the effort snuffed out. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Handoff left. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Fields now to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
All right, you and I both know that was a lucky play, but I got to give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it, made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip, but used his size. I mean, tight ends going up and getting it, sometimes they can knock people out of the way and finish the play.
Well, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. A give to Burkhead on first down. Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Mills on first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man. Get back on your game. Let's go.
Now he's going to swing this one. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. To throw is Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 4, it's second and a couple. Fields going to hold on to it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And they'll try the option on first and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it.
partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Santos with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And it's a fumble, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. A beautiful fake. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 88 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl. He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the fourth quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes, right side. 30. 10. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. On 1st and 10, Mills. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Fields on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. That one caught downfield by Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mills to the air again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. Oh, what a grab. That's Cooks. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And these Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions.